Well, hello, hello, all you fine folks on this early Sunday. We've got Poultrex Volta and Fenrir the Unchained and Butternut Pecan Pie here, along with Service and Nimue de Lac, Wade Parker and Inger Raymond. Happy early Sunday to you guys. Oh, and Genesis is here too. Happy early Sunday to you guys. Hope you all have your coffee. I remembered only a little bit too late last night that we had daylight savings time. I'm heavily caffeinated, and I think I left half my brain upstairs. We'll see. Hey there, Jammin' BT. Yeah, it's been way too long. And Service saying Happy Women's Day. Well, Happy International Women's Day to all of our women viewers. It's one of those things where, of course, the U.S. doesn't recognize it as an actual holiday, but other countries do. Hello there, MKA6783. I think you were here last stream, weren't you? Welcome back. You were great. Hopeful Dreamer is here as well. And if those of you who have a free thumb or a free mouse, if you could go and hit that like button, that will help get the stream out as it's just getting started. Helps kickstart things, really. I'm also trying something different today, slightly different. So I've gotten a few comments about some of my words getting cut off, especially S's and F's and T's, anything that has either a quiet or a sudden start. So I've turned off my noise gate filter. Hopefully that'll help. The only downside is that my house is designed specifically to pipe the wails of crying children straight into my office, and my mic does pick it up a little bit. So if you start hearing crazy wailing and screaming and gnashing of teeth and pulling of hair, that's why. And I've done everything I can except completely remove my HVAC system to do that. And Mindy is here. Welcome back, Mindy. It's good to see all you folks again. I've been experimenting a lot with the new update, and it's interesting. I was afraid of the berry bushes thing, but I'm not anymore. The smithing is still a little... Well, okay, the end result of being able to quench and temper and all that stuff is pretty cool. But the almost need, actually no, the actual need for a bellows is kind of annoying. 'Cause I feel like I already have enough to do when I'm smithing. I don't need something else to occupy my time. So hopefully I'll figure something out. And it does sound like it is intended that the large bellows will eventually be operable via wind and water power. MKA, you must have been watching episodes off time. This is the last time you had to see me in time live. Oh, okay. Are your weekends getting very busy in the future? Hopeful Dreamer, you're afraid of the shattering chance when quenching? Yeah, well, so you sort of get like one free quench to get you like a 10% boost or whatever. But yeah, later on it starts at 10% and goes up from there. Fenrir, are we moving back to the tower? Yes, we're going to do some tower work today. Hence the somewhat silly image of me sitting on a floating void, or sitting on a forge floating in the void up there. And we have San Mazka. Welcome, welcome. All right, well, I see 10 o'clock on my screen. On my screen, in fact. Hello everyone, my name is Kurazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story desert life. Hope you all had a wonderful week and you're here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, or bushy-eyed and bright-tailed, whichever way around you have it. Yeah, so today, as noted at the end of last stream, I want to work on the tower a bit today. We've done a lot of really fun work inside here, and it's coming along really well, but I need like a mental break from it, and I want to start making this like a real monument, as if it wasn't enough of one already, but you know. So yeah, that's the plan today. I want to start by we're going to get up to that ledge there, and we're going to fill in most of the floor. Now the plan is that that's where we're going to do our smithing, and that's still the plan. I'm just not sure that's going to stay the plan. It kind of depends on the design we come up with. We might need to push the smithing a little higher up. Plus, it'll get even better wind. Ah, right. To that end, we are going to need to start by getting a whole bunch of sandstone. Ah, there's the hammer. Hammer and this little chiselly guy. And where are my other ladders? Did I leave all my rope ladders somewhere, guys? Like in a hole somewhere? Oops. Yeah. I think today we're going to be mostly building with full-size blocks. I don't really foresee us doing much chiseling today. I want to get like a lot of the tower in as much as I can. Nothing in there. Let's get another quarry slab out here, because this ain't going to cut it. And just plop you down. And so we're going to start today with a little bit of this. We'll take out both of these, and then move on. Wade Parker seems to be getting audio dropouts. Let me know if that's the case. It looks all great on my end. We needed a way to boost damage. Steel Fox taking 10 hits to kill high-end monsters was rough. Yeah. I'm also... It's weird to me that the spears deal so little damage, when in real life, spears are the scary thing. Swords are sidearms. Spears and other polearms are your real weapons. Now, granted, with drifters, you need the chainsaw teeth of the falcons to really take them out, supposedly, because you have to kind of like reach in, strike them, and pull out their components. I get that, but like they're really not effective. MKA, sorry, my bad English. Oh, okay, you're not a native English speaker. That's fine. But you admire real-time building, has something going for it? Well, thank you. And Mumwood14 is here. Welcome. Smiley Builds. Vivid Pixel. Welcome, welcome. A live Razor headed to bed. Yeah, but we're an hour earlier. So you should have increased damage against beasts. Yeah, I feel like boar especially, and I think there should be some kind of way to like set your spear, like as in like brace your spear, because that's how they were used against boars. You know, the boar would basically charge at hunters, and they'd have the cross guard on the spear to stop the boar from coming and goring you, even while you're killing it. If only the falcons did bonus damage to the monsters. Yeah, that'd be kind of nice too. Also, welcome to Alcatron. That was your comment. Thanks for being here. Okay. Let's take the limestone too. Having a boar sphere would be a good minigame. Let's see if I have any more limestone to bring. I'm not as concerned with the limestone, but it might be nice just to sort of get some of the... Oh, here we go. Nope, that's sand. Boy, let's get some of the limestone sort of accent / border in. Yeah, we'll start with you. Oh, and a little bit of you. But you were pre-chiseled. I'm going to leave this guy. I am going to bring our regular chisel. if I can find it. These chests have gotten kind of crazy lately. Oh, right here. And this will be so that if I misplace any of these sandstone blocks, I can replace them. Actually, I will bring you. I imagine you'll get some friends. And we're pretty good on food at the time being. We do have one last crock in there with some food about to rot. So we're going to have to just run up and down a couple times to get to it. Last thing I wanted to do, actually before we go up there, is refill the dirt. And I think I have glass out here. Let's get some glass. And the glass is for the ceiling, but I'm not convinced that I want a glass ceiling there. I feel like we don't have to have glass at every floor. We could certainly have like just a big opening with a railing around it. Let's see. Hey, look at that. We'll just bring these along. I might put them in temporarily so that we can walk across there and do stuff without falling down, and also while keeping like the aesthetic, just so we can get a feel for how it's going to look. And welcome to Alexander Dooley. Spear damage needs to match melee and turn damage. I agree. And Desiree Winter Person is here as well. Welcome back. You like survival building more than creative? Me too. Oh, and farewell music. Yeah, survival is just so much more. It feels better to me. Okay, so seeing what we have here. Looking and seeing, I think the play is going to be... That's so sketchy. We're going to have some kind of some kind of railing here, otherwise we're just going to fall off. I could probably just copy some railing from downstairs and then sort of, you know, re-material it, reskin it, if you will. All right, I love it. I love the view. Desert. Plus wind. So we have down there, what is it, a 1, 2, 3, 4, so an 8 block across opening with, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks till it gets there from the inside of this wall. That's not going to be enough room for a full helve setup, but we could do like a corner. The reality is that we're not going to have the helve hammers in the middle. One, because it'll be offset anyway, because we have an even number build. So I think we're going to want to offset them, like just put them in a corner. Maybe have like one corner each for different things, like a quenching corner, a smelting corner, a smithing corner, maybe a tool rack corner. That could work. I could be down with that. But doing corners would give us enough room to actually have the helve hammers set up here. And the way we're going to do that, I think, is... Let's see. Let's go the full 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should get us directly above, yeah, right up there. And then we'll get the glass out. And we're going to go... straight through the ladder, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4. No thanks. Okay, so this will be 5. And this will be 5. So 4, 5. Ooh, that's scary. 6, 7. 8 to there. Okay. Sweet. Oh, this ladder's gonna kill me. I keep sneaking up against it, and it's like, no, you're going up now. Alright, let's go ahead and get the rest of this glass in, just so we can get the full image of where our potential floor hole in the floor is going to be. Decorative hole in the floor. Decorative sinkhole. Decorative ankle breaking hole. I should probably get the glider out for this work, just in case I fall. A 3-wide balcony? You're not sure what I'm building? So we are not building a balcony. We are building a whole floor. Building a whole floor here, Alexander Dooley. Also, welcome to Tree 4. You're helping me count. This is the desert version of Sauron's Tower. What am I doing? What are you planning on floating ends over harbor? Oh, you mean the columns? Oh, those are pretty much done. That was the plan. Oh, and someone actually had a really great idea, and we might take a break here to go do it. It was about the blockiness, the sort of other block game chunkiness of the dock, like the dock posts, what are they called, down in the water. And the suggestion was to use the quarter blocks. Oops. I done goofed. The suggestion was to use the quarter logs and just chisel them down. And that was a great idea, so I want to do that definitely. We'll take a break at some point today. Actually, you know what? We have to get food anyway, so we could take a break and do that real quick. That won't take very long at all. Assuming I can remember where my ladder down is. What is my favorite movie? Gosh. I don't really know. Favorite movie? I have no idea. Honestly, I like a lot of movies. I would say probably some of my favorites would be like Lord of the Rings, the full trilogy, the full fat maximum calorie trilogy. Now, how do we do the quarter logs? We need an axe for that. Do have. But I'll probably need a few more to fill in some of the. Here we go. Here we go. Now the one downside to switching from these full fat logs here to none is that at least up until the next version drops, we won't be able to place lanterns on them. But yeah, well hopefully that will let us do that then. What do you call this place? Does it have a fittingly magnificent name? It does. It is called the Temple of the Desert Blossom. Lord of the Rings is goated. Hey there, Smiley. Yeah, I saw your comment earlier, and I think I missed it. Sorry about that. Actually, my favorite movie is definitely Demolition Man. Just to make Kurazet mad. Okay, so we need 6 of these and then the axe. And how many do we actually need here? So we got... Oh, nice. I had a brain, apparently. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, which means we need 30 of these. So we will start with this, and we'll just we'll pick them up and replace them as we go. Oh, and get some food first. The reason I came here in the first place. Demolition Man's a great movie. It is very funny. It is very funny. Kurazet hated it though. She absolutely hated it. I don't think she really likes like super parody films like that. I don't know. Just not her thing. Butternut Pecan Pie has been listening to The Hobbit while trucking and didn't realize there's a lot of singing in that book. Oh yeah, there is. That's right. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of this. And a bit of this. And a bit of this. Wait. Okay, I'm like, what do I have extra? Right, I had 12 to start, not 6. I can count, guys, I swear. You know me, I'm just so good at counting all the time. She just mad she didn't understand the 3 seashells. You know, I will admit, it took one of my friends a very long time to get me to watch the movie. And it wasn't that I didn't want to watch it, it's just I just couldn't really find the time to, like, decide to watch it, you know? It was on my list for a long while. I'm hearing a low humming. It sounds like a translocator. Oh, it's a helicopter in real life. Passing overhead. Never mind. Sorry about that. Hey there, oak tree. Yeah, clock change. Everyone's favorite. We do silly things here in America. Not just with clocks. Alright, so we're going to do half of these. And get you in there. Boop. Yeah, so as I mentioned this, I think, either during the chores stream or maybe last stream, like, I have this blind spot for all the blocks that were added in 1.20. Because, like, I was on hiatus with Kurozumi being born. And so, like, I wasn't as... like, I wasn't staying as informed as I normally would have liked to have been. And so, like, I didn't get to tinker with them when, right when they were new. And I also already had, like, this build pretty well planned out, like, in my head, from, like, a material perspective, at least. And this is one of the blocks I just forgot existed, somehow. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to chisel all these. And again, like I said, this can be super quick and dirty. Just like that. Now, the last thing we'll want to do here is we're going to add in to this block here, this guy, and like that. Ain't she a beaut? That'll make it easier to, like, walk around these things, too, which is nice. I'm going to put this one right at the edge here. Yeah, this one's a little farther out. That's fine. That's fine. You'll never notice. You're calling it mini Tirith? Oh, it's your big circle you're building, Smiley? Yeah, I did see. I thumbed through your 9-hour recording. I'm not sure I could do 9 hours in one stretch. I'd like to, but I'd get hungry really fast. I'd get hangry, in fact. It is wild how much more energy it takes to stream than you expect. Like, by the time I'm done with streams, I'm, like, ready for lunch and ready to kill someone to get to it. Oh, it looks so much better. That, I'm sorry, I forget who suggested that, but that was a great idea. Ah, so much better. Yes. And sorry for the sudden, like, shift from, hey, we're working upstairs, to let's go to the docks, because I wanted to get this done before I forgot. Because I would. Ah! Heard that. Where is he? I have no idea. It's probably in my base, killing my dudes. Well, this is actually near where there's, I think, a cave underground somewhere. So it could actually be, like, below us. Not creepy at all. No, not creepy. Do the spring ahead then fall behind? I will say, okay, so as much as I hate the whole, like, changing time situation, for me personally, because I do not sleep well with light, like, at all, it actually helps me sleep better in the summer, because, like, otherwise I'd be awake at, like, 5 every morning. I do not operate well at 5 in the morning. At all. So we will need to bucket that one a little bit. It's okay. I think I'm also getting to the age, you know, in my young, vibrant 20s that I definitely am in. But I think I'm getting to the age where, like, I just need less sleep all of a sudden. I used to be like a 9 hours or bust kind of guy. And then in my early 20s, yeah, my early 20s, which was like, you know, last year, I went to like 8 hours of sleep. And now it's like, 6.5. I feel pretty good. It's like, what is happening to me? Is my brain just turning into limestone? Probably. All right. Very nice. That was a great idea. And this quarter logs are doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Any bad things trying to kill me in my own... Okay. What? Our F7 is on. There's nowhere here. There's nothing here that says you should be able to spawn right there. I'm going to do that. That should not happen. And I wonder if it's because of chisel blocks. They do weird stuff with lighting. The haunted pillar. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a rest. And hydrated. The stink found its way inside. Hey there, Static Overdose. Welcome. Good to see you again. Alright, let's go ahead and do that bucketing. Let's see if that is still there. It is gone. Good. I'll stay gone. Do that real quick bucket job. Ow. There, and should just be here. You're still going. There we go. All right. Not too shabby. Get a riftward. Riftwards are cool, but they require temporal gears to run. And I get... now granted, I've gotten more of them recently, but I'm pretty sure I get fewer than one every 15 days, which is what you need in order to keep them powered. Also, I've had a speaking of things in the future, I had a realization that this series is definitely going to extend into 1.22. I did not realize just how close 1.22 was when we started saying like, hey, this could be finishing in 1.22. No, given that 122 is out in like weeks, not months, we're going to be in this for a while. We are nowhere near done with this project. Riftwards are noisy too. Yeah, and actually, it actually wouldn't cover a whole ton of our base here. It would certainly get the center, which would be fine. But I think that might have just been a chiseled block problem, which the light should fix. Should being the key word there. I wish they would make a super difficult to make but permanent solution to controlling rifts. So technically they already have that. It's light. I didn't know this. But light... Does that glass look yellow to you? I didn't grab yellow glass by accident, did I? Anyway, so light blocks rifts a lot better than it blocks mob spawns. Oh, it's yellow because I have the mod. Yeah, that's why it's yellow. Oh, Kurazar, you silly goose. Anyway, yeah, so monsters can spawn in, I think it's light levels, it's either 7 or 8 or less. However, rifts require it to be 2 or less. So lighting up an area against rifts is actually a lot easier than lighting up against monsters. So it does make it a lot more economical to, say, light up the exterior of your base. That's gonna be a problem. Not really, I guess. We'll need to go grab the hand planer to fix that one. This one, though... hand planer for all that, actually. We can just keep using those blocks. It's not a big deal. But yeah, you're right. I would like a... I would like a larger area solution that doesn't require much maintenance. Now, granted, I don't think the Riftward requires much maintenance, but it requires more than I'd like. And maybe it's because I'm doing a huge building project right now that I feel this way. But I feel like if it were like once every 30 days, I could definitely supply the temporal gears. And maybe in a game where I'm doing a lot more temporal storms and I have a lot more adventuring going on and get a lot more temporal gears, it might be less of an issue. Fender wants to see deep brown woods like deep rich chocolate color. Yeah, I mean, ebony and walnut are pretty good. I feel like walnut is kind of too blue and purple. I've mentioned before, I have several pieces of black walnut, and none of them are anywhere near that color. Even the pieces that are like unfinished, they're not purple. They're a medium chocolate brown. And then you varnish them, they become a deep chocolate brown. They become chocolate rain. Wait, that's different. There's a throwback for you. How many of you guys remember Chocolate Rain? I was definitely just being born when it came out. Wasn't Varnish coming as well? I don't know. I just hope if they do Varnish, it works. It's more efficient than glue. Because boy, do I hate glue in this game. It's just, oh my goodness. With the ruined blocks, I just set them to always be collectible because it takes, as I recall, 4 units of glue to repair them in order to break and collect them. And that is just ridiculous. So let's see. Let's see, glue. Pitch glue. Oh boy. So 2 resin plus 2 powdered or powdered charcoal, neat, makes 1 liter of pitch glue. Okay, here's what I'll say. When you use this, if you can use it in 0.1 liter amounts, then okay, I'd be okay with that. If it's 1 liter, does 1 repair job on 1 item, meaning it takes 4 liters to repair 1 item, that's 8 pieces of resin to repair 1 item. And however was it, 4 pieces of charcoal? That's a lot. That is asking way too much. So yeah, no. The least useful addition in glue, yeah. Glue can just GTFO. I am looking for the hand planer. I don't know why, because I could just do this. One liter of glue is a crazy amount. Yeah, I can't even drink that much. Oh, glue, right? Yeah, I don't drink glue. No, that's silly. That was from Martin Palson. Welcome, you're a new face around here. Glad to have you. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna tap that guy. Snap. And hopefully it didn't ruin anything. This one's going to be a little more complicated. So this one we do need the hand planer. I just realized. We're going to do island mode. Hey, look at that. All right. That should not have affected the inside. What is this nonsense? Did I do this? Probably. I'm gonna fix this. I'll do it. I'll do it. Ah. In real life, you can make a type of glue by mixing water with wheat flour. Yeah, they call it wheat paste. Often seen for wallpaper, actually. That was not meant to go there. Did I just miss that the first time around, or was that like always like that? Or did I screw it up doing this stuff? I don't know. Don't care. Don't need to worry about it right now. Okay, so we now have a completed floor here. We definitely have a lot of room for activities over here. I think what I'm going to do is I want the area between these two to be pretty open. And maybe, let's see, can I see this from here? I can. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Okay, so we have sort of a straight tower coming up there. It's going to go in a little bit more halfway up, looks like. Or I goofed there. But this white limestone is kind of defining it. I kind of want to... Let's go down there. I want to look at it from the other side. You're a real loot goblin, so you need lots of glue. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so I think what we'll do is I want this area to be open here. So we are going to... Yikes. We're going to do this. We are going to need to thin that out up there, just like down here. That's fine. I can manage that. Yeah, let's go for it. So basically, we're going to keep this 2-to-1 slope. Actually, no, this is not 2-to-1. This is a 1-to-8 slope, or 8-to-1 slope, whatever direction. Going the whole way up until it starts to bend outwards. Which is... No, we're actually just going to go the whole way up, but here it'll branch off. That's where it makes that connection. Okay. Okay, I think I got this. Did you hear name their service? No? You did now. Wood staining with dyes would be a nice addition. Yeah, as long as, like I said, as long as it was more efficient than using glue. Glue is just, Oh no. Uh-oh. Don't tell them, guys. But I think we have a problem. We can make it work. We can definitely make it work. It's going to be a little jank, but we'll have to build in a little doorway into the limestone, because limestone here is going to go there. Oh boy. Okay. That's okay. That's fine. We'll make it work. We'll figure out a way to make it work. Yeah, that's tough. And this is 4 blocks thick. I think we can make it work. We can do it. Hey, Crazy Watermelon, welcome. Limestone door frame? Yep, pretty much. And maybe we can borrow the same design from downstairs to make this. So, you know what? Let's work on. Let's work from this side so that we can sort of plan for that door frame to be there. It'll be easier. So we're going to start with this side, and we are going to make this 2 blocks thick. And we're going to probably even bring it back 3rd block. Now this block will sort of be the part of the interior. We'll probably want to like gussy up just the corner here a little bit, whether it's, you know, chiseled in this way or whether we chisel something on the faces and do like a bas relief column, sort of the bass pea in the water. And then here we're going to use some snadstone, and I think the play is going to be something a bit like this. And what we'll do is that these blocks will also receive some treatment. Oh no. Something's gone wrong here. Because this ceiling is going to be problematic. Unless we just, like, put a fence around it. And we could do that. Not my favorite idea in the world, but we certainly could do it. So something like this, and then we got these guys here. Okay. So that leaves room for less than I'd like, actually. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be tough. So the dilemma I'm having here is that I would kind of like to fence this in. I'd like to just build a fence here, or a gate, or not a gate, a railing. And maybe just open this whole thing up. So, you know, it's just open air here. That could be a problem. Oh, speaking of temporal storms. And so this block represents the anvil that would be in a corner here. And that's going to be an issue because if we're going to have a helve hammer here, a quad helve setup, then the base needs to be here. It also leaves very little room for walking around it. So this might be our chance. I mean, maybe this is where we do this. I don't like gearing up the helve hammers. I think it's kind of inefficient. Actually, it's very inefficient because the helve hammers' torque requirements, at least up until version 1.22, they scale exponentially. So, like we had in the second guide season, we had 8 windmills hooked up to a single helve hammer, driving it at supposedly up to 5 times speed of a normal helve hammer, but it was slower than our current quad helve setup on 1-to-1 gear ratio because of the exponential increase in power requirements. So, not my favorite thing, but we could, hypothetically speaking, we could tuck our anvil in the corner here and then have our helve hammers here and here. Have 2 of them geared up. We'll have the chance to have more windmills than 8 if we want to. In fact, we might really need to. Although I don't know how to add their power together. Morning to Sci-Fi Guy and Dershep. and Enterprise Architecture, and Girish Manjanath. Hey, welcome. You have 2 gears for your held hammers, 1 geared up for high-speed winds and a regular for average winds. Yeah, and actually up here, yes, especially if we put the windmills even higher up, then they might just have enough power in general to do that, and we wouldn't have to worry about it too much. Speaking of worrying, we don't have much light up here. Ah, my goodness. Yeah, that's a dicey one. I would have liked to have the quad helve set up. Now the other option, which is not really an option after all, I was thinking we could like put it on the side here. Now having a big hole in the middle of the floor, which would be ideal workspace, is just problematic. and while we could bring this in by a block. Reduce the center opening on one corner. A Nightbot. Been dag joked twice. I missed one of them. What was it? What was the first one? It was, as I suspected, someone has been adding soil to my garden. The plot thickens. And then if you're struggling to think of what to get someone for Christmas, get them a fridge and watch their face light up when they open it. That one's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, so less glass is a potential. I was thinking of that one, actually. So we could certainly do something like this. And we'll just chop off this bit here. And bear in mind that we would still put a fence up here. So we'd have a little bit more room than the blocks would otherwise indicate. We could put our helve hammer, our anvil there. That would mean it would still require jumping to get through the area here. It wouldn't? No, it wouldn't. No, wait, hang on. It might still require jumping. Alright, so we could squeeze through. And I mean squeeze. That would be a tough squeeze. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't reduce the opening on just one corner. I would do it the whole way around, just for symmetry's sake. But that would let us have this setup here without the need to gear up. And we could, given that we'd have a railing here, we could squeeze by here just fine. We could also cheat a little bit. We could turn this into a veneer and slap it on the outside, so it's like 1 pixel thick. You'll never see it from the ground. You'll never see it from the ground. And we could just do it that way. I kind of like that idea, actually. I could go for it. Hey there, Pixel Pair. Excited for the tower? Yeah, me too. Yeah, let's plan for something like this. And actually, if we were to push this out into the wall, it would need to go here. So that would bring everything 1 block this way. 2, 3, that'll bring you there. I think it would make sense to... Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'd want veneer here anyway. Cover this up. That's not a bad idea. And we'd also already have a little bit of veneer going on from the diagonal blocks we need to put in here. So that might work pretty well. we can just tuck it in here. This block would also need to go. We need to find some way to powering this. So let's plan for this with the backup of moving it back out here in case things just don't line up. Granted, we're probably going to end up in 1.22 reasonably soon. So that means that we might be able to just shove the axles into the walls, which would be great. Yep, exactly, Nimudilak. Yeah, the in-wall axles are going to be a game changer for designs. I kind of want to sleep, but if we sleep, then we're going to get stuck in the storm. So, instead, let's start... Where did I put those dang ladders at? Let's start by raising this up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how I saved my ankles there? So that will continue that slope upward like that. Okay, we'll do the same thing over here. We'll do the same thing over here, actually. I'm going to get this whole side in. I feel like it's the wise move here. There we go. Let's get that in. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and that's where we'll slope it inward a little bit. As for getting up from this section goes, we're not going to do more Phil Boswell stairs. I'm a little done with those. I love the look, but boy, are they so hard to make. I think I'm going to either do stairs like on the inside wall, or I might do I might even just do a ladder in the corner, because at this point it's going to be like maintenance only. This is not where you go on tours, or this is not where you go to meditate. This is where you go to get work done. Oh, I missed this here. Let's see. There we go. Let's get this guy in as well. As much as we can, at least. I have more. I do have a little more limestone. There we go. And the music dies, anticipating the storm. Of course. So a little something like that to start. Let's go get some food and we'll sleep through the storm. Hopefully we'll be safe. Then we'll keep going. Oh, wait, I'm like, why can't I go down? The ladder keeps going. No, it doesn't. Use your eyeballs, man. Hey there, Lily in Black. Welcome. Wooden stairs like planks sticking out of the stone would be cool. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. Like leaning toward some kind of like still interesting but not as technically challenging staircase. A little bit of muncheroo there. Fresh for 1.5 days. Oh, we got time left, man. All right, we're going to sleep. You know what I might do? I might bring this into the pantry. Already had one. Oh well. What are we working on today? We are building the tower tall. Or starting to. We also fixed the docks. We had a suggestion in a video comment over here to make the docks less blocky. So we no longer have the full block posts here. We now have chiseled posts with the quarter logs. I think it looks very fine. You missed the build on the glowing lantern things? That chiseled glowing glass? No, it's actually a chiseled creative block, but it's actually from the pumpkins we harvested last year. The real year last year. Do you think it'll be safe to upgrade the game version without breaking worlds? Very good question. So far, maybe. So you're going to be missing out on some of the new plants and features in already generated areas. It's probably safe to go ahead and sleep here. So the main two things would be the berry bushes and the new rapids. Those will not spawn in areas you've already been to. My understanding is that the existing berry bushes will still exist. I don't hear anything else out there. So like if you had old berry bushes, they'll still be there when you upgrade. And in my testing of the preview releases, that has been true so far. By the way, a few streams earlier, you mentioned going to do more exploring. Is that still on the table? Yes, it is. Just not right now. I want to work on the temple. There's a reasonable chance that the exploring might not really happen in the long run, just because of there are a lot of folks who are excited for a new guide series, myself included. So if we don't get to the exploring, maybe I'll have like a couple like bonus streams where we just explore the a couple of the better ruins. Although I don't know whether they'll even be there. So with updating versions, there's a reasonable chance that when the map could just be wrong at this point. We could show up when there's nothing there. As long as it doesn't break the game, Smiley. Yeah, and again, I can't tell you. I don't know. There's always the chance that it could break something. Like the going from 17 to 18 could break the Residence Archives. So it's really hard to see. Really hard to say too. Okay, so we have a few more sandstone and some limestone. Let's get to it. Let's get to cracking some ankles, eh? I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a break. We're going to go and get some more limestone. I'm realizing, since we're going to need to start working on that little swoop part, the support for the... I just do that. The support for the platform is going to pop out of here at the top there. We need some more limestone. So let's go ahead and just get that going so we can start it and have it. Where is my little... You? Come with me. Also, we're so going to need to do some more mining. Why did I put that there? That's weird. We need you. We're going to need you too, probably. Yeah, we're going to need some more sandstone slabs. For sure. Sooner rather than later. You saw the strawberries can only have cuttings once a year. As someone who grows strawberries in real life, you can barely keep them from not propagating. Yeah. Yeah, some of the plants in Vintage Story require a lot more attention than they do in real life. Like, I can't recall the last time I ever really fertilized my gardens. I just plant stuff that you know will grow and die, and fertilize the other things that are there. Animals poop in my yard. The nice thing, I guess, about the cuttings is that although the bushes will only be able to be cut for cuttings once a year, you'll be able to effectively double your bushes every year. So in a long-term game, you know, you're looking at 2 to the 5th, 2 to the 6th, 2 to the 10th power. Like that gets big pretty quick. Hey there, Hazard151. Did the US already switch over to daylight savings time? Yes, we did. That would be today. I put a note about it in Discord. Blueberry bushes should be 2 blocks tall. I feel like the bushes that can get 2 blocks tall should be able to grow that high, but don't necessarily start out that high. Does Vintage Story have the ability to prune chunks? Yes, you can do that actually. It's a great way to reduce your database size if you ever need to. The only problem is that if the way it works is I think it looks for blocks that haven't been altered. There might be a threshold you can set to. I haven't really tinkered with it, but there might be a threshold of like, if I've made fewer than X number of changes in a chunk, then go ahead and reset it. I want to say it's 20. Like if you make 20 changes to blocks in a chunk, then it keeps it. Canada does daylight savings too. I'm sorry you're stuck in this weird world with us. You're curious about the rivers. Well, Wabnicki, welcome, first of all. I've been having fun with the new Watersheds mod, waiting for it to be updated to 1.22 release candidate so we can restart with new berries. Very cool. Yeah, I was looking forward to the rivers too, but I guess we're not going to quite get them yet. I was actually, and this is definitely premature, but I was actually looking around at potential worlds for a guide season 3 past couple days. It's tough. I have some stringent requirements this time around. And like that, we need another rough cut chisel. I think this is our last one. I'm pretty sure. Yep. It is our last one. What's my ideal world? Well, it's not the whole world so much as I need... So, I'm realizing that the first guide season and the second, I got very, very lucky. Very stupidly lucky. The first guide season was lucky most... Well, they're both pretty lucky in terms of the materials I had at hand. There are some worlds where you start a world and you land in the middle of a 20,000 diameter granite shield where there's nothing but granite from the top of the world to the bottom, which apparently isn't actually realistic. Like it's kind of rare to see igneous rocks at the surface, from what I understand. I watched that video by Nice, whatever it was, Nice something out there, Nice Gaming. So that's actually not that realistic, unfortunately. Let's see, let's do a ladder here. Ladder right here. And so you can get really challenge moded that way. Hey there, Pinix, welcome. So my ideal world this time, or my ideal starting conditions this time around are some suitable place within about, I'd say ideally within about 1,000 blocks. At a stretch, I can go 2,000. So we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't reach that all of a sudden. Now can I reach it? Nope. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a suitable place, and the suitable place needs to be someplace flat, with some little water, like ponds here and there, for you know, getting water in the early game. It's going to need to have, of course, the right like starting game resources, so things like cattails and so on. And ideally, it would be like the flat place would kind of back up to a reasonably large flat mountain. Doesn't need to be huge, but like some kind of plateau, which is unfortunately distressingly uncommon in Vintage Story, as I've discovered. But the plateau should be like 20 to 40 blocks high, higher than the surrounding land, and have peridotite and limestone nearby. Peridotite and limestone, and then like other rock types within a reasonable distance. Nice names, channel. Thank you. That's the nice name I was looking for. Okay, so I'm not sure if I want to do any kind of like arch here or not. I'm gonna leave that open for now. We'll deal with that later. Do that. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The master counter. Oops. Come on. There we are. That. I'm not sure why it left those 4 undone, because I can just go down the ladder to get to it. Not a big deal. I'm just a dummy. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then, coming around the mountain. Ah! Not like that. Don't do that. Do what I say, not as I do. Okay, so I think right here is where we have that sort of branching off thing going. Okay. Alright. So we need to go up 8 blocks. I'd kind of like to give it just a little bit of curve. Maybe even just, maybe we'd go like 45 degree for like 4 of the blocks, and then 22.5 for the rest. Maybe that's the play. If I fell off the tower, how many ankles would I twist? I'd probably twist your ankles somehow. Just there's that much damage. My body wouldn't be able to contain it all. It would just pass on to you guys. I'm fairly certain that's how it works. Alright, so we're going to do a 45 degree angle here. I'm going to start it with the 2 blocks here, and then we'll do this. So that's... Is that 1? Do you want to call that 1? Which I can tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. So only 2 more. Okay, so... 1, 2, and then we do 1, to... Let's take a look at the side now. Is that too extreme already? I think we're okay. I think it's okay. So like this would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that gets us the size of the platform they're looking for anyway, so that should be good. Integer overflow it. Hey there, Dave from McCourt. Morning, but bye. You watch a replay again from work? Alright, well have a good day at work, or at least a reasonable day at work with reasonable bosses and customers. Or so that. So there. That's about what I wanted, I dare say. A little launch pad going on here. Yeah. Alright, I'm down. I'm down. Actually, I'm up. I'm very high up. But now I'm getting down. Let's go grab us some more food. And we'll keep on keeping on, as they say. As the kids say these days. Hello, John Himmel. Welcome. That's some Shadow of Mordor tower design right there. Hopefully it's a little nicer than Shadow of Mordor. I hear things got a little hot around there. Okay, so 2 more empty. How's our food? Green and vegetable, okay. Red meat olive stew. Alright. This is the craziest Ninja Story build you've seen. Yeah, this is, it's a real big bite to chew. It really is. The only thing missing is the kicking of a drifter as the Seraph claims a fortification for themselves. Alright. Now, my understanding is that as long as we don't have a roof on here, we shouldn't have problems with drifters. Which means, since that's not lit very well, once we get this in, there could be some shadows down there that let drifters spawn. Okay, never mind, you're lit pretty well. A few spaces that are not well lit, but that's okay. I'll take it. Maybe what we'll do here is that, let's say in about an hour, we'll go and make some more lanterns. Unless we're really in the thick of things here. Then we'll keep on working on this. But in about an hour, I'd like to go get the lanterns done. We were trying to get them done on Wednesday, and we just went hunting for lead. Just get off the ladder. Thank you. Come on. There you go. You got this, Seraph. You got this. I guess let's just bridge over from here. I could just go up that ladder, but I didn't. Okay, so here's where we sneak to here, and we're going up 2 more, okay, and then over and up, over and up, over and up, and now we go over ups. That's the technical term, by the way. Would moving the hammers up to the level of the Big Porch Peninsulas kill your concept? Up to here? So these are actually going to be farms up here. What's the temperature like here? 24 degrees here. It's November. Yeah, this is going to be a lot better for farming than the desert down there is. Let's go ahead. I'm going to just do that. Is Vintage Story's planet flat or round? Well, technically speaking, it is very flat. They emulate roundness, but the planet actually has 5 equators and 5 poles. So it's a little weird. It's the 10-dimensional world we live in here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I think. I better be. I better be real happy with this. Or I'm in trouble. But that then brings us to this level. And that means we're going to have more sandstone. But I want to check out... Yeah, I want to check out that again first. Let's sleep again because there's high activity. We'll make the drifters go away. It's way too dark down there. Future Kurzar expresses doubt about past Kurzar. I would never do that. I always make the right decision the first time. Ask Kurzet. Are you far enough above the surface that there won't be rifts in range to spawn Grony boys up there? So yes, but also no. There was a period of time where I don't think the spawning in darkness worked, and I kind of got used to it. And now things spawn in darkness. As long as there's a solid roof overhead, they will spawn in darkness. So that's why I wanted to take a lantern break here at some point and get some of that done. Also kind of trying to figure out like where I want to put the eventual chandeliers. The chandeliers. What did I come down for again? Oh, to look at this thing. Right. Got too busy reading chat. This is all your guys' fault. Okay. So here's a change that I think I want to make here. I think I don't want this to swell back out, or at least not much. In fact, what I might do is I might... Like, I'll have it taper again up to here, but then this last stretch will just not taper. It'll just be straight up. I think I don't like the... I don't like the certain shape it's making. Let's make this more of a Space Needle than a Blue Origin rocket, eh? Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be the play here. So we taper a little bit more coming up here, and then we stop the taper. And I think at the top I want to put like some kind of like water feature that like runs down somewhere, maybe into the gardens here. There's like a mystical font of water, like every font of water in this game, at the top that just flows down into the gardens and waters everything, and everything's hunky-dory. Yep. Looks like a bloodworm. Yeah, I guess so. Do I think the different wood ladders will be useful for decoration? I think so. Especially in like early games when you don't have like great chisels, like you're just stuck with copper chisels. I think it'll be pretty handy. Let's go ahead and let's get the rest of these in. Let's just get this in, get it done. That way I can put the floor in and not worry too much. 2, 2, 2, tree, 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 4, 4, 4. Hope that was 8. I think it was. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. because why wouldn't I be? Come over here. Let's get these started. And you. There we go. Oh, and you. Let's get you done first then. Why not? There we go. How tall is this tower going to be? It'll be pretty tall. It's going to be pretty close to the world build height. So that ladder goes to the world build height. Now at this floor, we're basically halfway from the plaza here to the top. So we'll have this floor, which will taper once more, and the last floor which will just be straight. Yeah, I think it would work. This would be pretty cool. Having fun with this already, which is good. If I wasn't having fun, I'd have to reevaluate. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put up another ladder here. Blocks. I think, didn't I get a bunch of ladders back recently? I put them somewhere. Because I could really use another stack of ladders right about now. I keep doing that. It's this way. Will there be a gilded tour? Oh, gliding tour once it's finished. There'll definitely be a tour. It'll probably be in creative mode rather than the glider, because the glider kind of sucks. Let's see. Not in there. Nope. 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 It's a shame there's no falling water disappearing in the air after some distance. A plummeting tour, yeah. What it would be. Wood... Building materials. Nope, no ladder. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to make some ladders then. We need the saw. I ain't using sticks. I mean, I am using some sticks, but... Let's get our saw and some, kapok or something. Got the kapok. Just gotta find the saw now. There it is. I know what I'm doing, Mom. Alright, so we'll do this. That's probably enough. If I need more, I'm in trouble. It'd be cool if water had a max falling distance. I think it'd be if you could optionally do that. Like there are definitely some cases where you'd want the water to, not fall or not stop falling. But at some point, like if you had a small enough rivulet, like just have it disappear. You hire a Sulson to organize the trunks. No thanks, I'm good. Or did he recently reorganize and I wasn't aware? Okay. So we'll get all these in and I'll hit up. It was 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 8. Sweet. I was watching another YouTuber play through VS for the first time. Apparently, berries break the laws of conservation of mass when making rot, because you can juice them. Oh, does it give you, like, more rot if you juice them? Or something? So it does. That's pretty funny. So this stream, I feel, is going to be another one of those streams where, like, we suddenly seem to make a lot of progress because we're doing a lot of building, but we're also doing the simplest building we can at the moment. We're just putting the raw blocks in at the moment. Now, granted, this, you know, the tower itself is supposed to be simple. Like, the external design of this, I wanted it to be fairly austere, which is why we have, like... Oops, wrong button. I wanted to bring up this one. There we go. Like, so aside from the compass rows, like, it's mostly the yellows and blues with some details down on the lower bit. But the tower, I felt, would be really cool to be, like, just like this, like, almost a plain needle going up to space, basically. But yeah, we're getting there. Gosh, those overhangs, those arches look amazing from here. Wow. Can't believe I spent so much time making those things, but they were so worth it. Space elevator. I guess the new berry rules sort of does crimp the players building huge berry plant fields in the first year. Yeah, I mean, well, you'll still be able to do that in the first year. They just won't produce in your first year. Which is actually kind of worrying for me, because I'm planning on playing a blackguard for the next season. Yes, I'll have a 30% food debuff. Then I got to carry a light for you guys. Although I might put a wearable light on the next guide season, just like we have it on this one, just because, again, it's for you guys to see without me having to hold on to something. But we'll have the berry bushes nerfed. We have hunting severely nerfed. I'm gonna be a starving boy. Oops. Okay, how many we have left? Ooh, boy. It's a lot of limestone. Well, thank you, Static Overdose. Yeah, this is coming along really well. It's definitely bigger than I thought I was going to build originally. But then I was like, why not? I had like a feeling that I wanted to take a pretty long break from guide seasons and let a lot of the, like, you know, new and wild changes kind of build up for a while. So it's good that we picked a really big project to work on. Lots of fish in your diet? Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. Where am I? 4 blocks up. She can start counting. should be 8. Looks like it. Okay, so we have a stack and a quarter. Let's go get some more limestone, so we can build out those the leaves, or the petals, I should say, or the whatever they are, the stamen frills, whatever. All right, so the correct place to go from here is this way. I got it this time. Oh my goodness, I used my eyeballs. Oh, I need the rough cut chisel. And actually, given how nubby this is getting, we might have to take a break to go do some smithing, so may as well make some lanterns over there. Quarry slabs. I have more somewhere, right? Oh, here we go. In the one labeled more quarry slabs. Go figure. Right, that has the pink marble, the slate, and the bauxite. Wow, we're really flying through these. But that was not what I wanted to do. Don't feel like having an extra stack of just one, so we'll do that. Problem solved. How much sandstone do I have? I've got... it's probably not quite enough for upstairs. Let's get, like... let's take a stack from here. And let's see, a stack from here, and then we'll fill out. We'll take as much from this as we can. 450. Yikes! In fact, let's finish out. Let's finish out this stack, and that should be enough, I think. Yeah, that should be enough. I hope. We'll see. Hey there, Hein Grunewald. Welcome. Oops. Oh, that's exactly right. Oh my goodness, I wasn't even counting. Okay, phew. I was busy watching chat. I need smart plating before I can make a space elevator. The heights are waiting for broken ankles. Yeah, I was gonna get the glider, but I need the inventory space. Tell you what. We'll take out this guy, we'll finish off this chisel on that guy, and then we'll go and just do as much as we can before we run out. And the nice thing is that once we get this, like the rest of this tower roughed in, that's gonna kind of be like an inflection point in our material use. It's not that we're gonna not still need tons of material, but we're not gonna need like anywhere near as much sandstone until we do the last arm of the castle, or of the temple. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll just grind this to a nub here. And there it goes. Oak tree on one server, 1.20, when you started, wild crops were broken. You'd eat earthworms from primitive survival until some trot lines got set up. Wow. That's rough. Okay. Ooh, before we go up, let's grab some food first. Now that we can just carry it with us, we won't have to come down as often. No more pies. No pies ever again. There we go. Just get some meals from the old porridge bucket. Now remind me, at the end of this stream, before we call it quits, we need to do like a bird's eye view or even a creative mode flyby of the temple here with the new tower progress. Because it's going to be pretty massive compared to what it was before. I'm going to actually tear down all of these guys. And put them somewhere more sensible, like, I don't know, here? Wrong ladder. I am glad that, I think there was a point where a lot more items would get blown around by wind. And I hated that. The audience did not like that. The audience of me. I'll leave like this guy up so we can get to the top. I'm gonna tear down this dirt though. I don't really need it anymore. It's gonna be real fun chiseling these later. Actually, what really got my goat was when the seraph would get blown around by the wind. That was nasty. So that one's done. This one's going to need some ladders. There we go. I guess here's as good as any. So let's see, we do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, works for me. I think I can manage that. I'm going to put down some safety load-bearing dirt. OSHA required, of course. Load-bearing dirt? No, no, no. Load-bearing dirt stays in that slot, please. Thank you. Also, let's do the old 1920s bridge worker thing and just have a lunch up here, hanging off the bridge. Watch out below. Okay. Blurp. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel so safe. This reminds me of the Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask. Like, in the desert where you can't see anything until you get like with the lens of truth or whatever. This reminds me of that. Also, that song gets stuck in my head, and Corazette hates it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Hey, Bobbly Boost, watching on your phone as you slowly pass out, hoping to make it to the final flyover. Well, we've got about an hour and a half till then, so keep your eyes peeled. Or I'll peel him with a cheese grater. That'd make a great mob boss. One. You hear that, guys? It's rain! It's an official stream. 2, by the way. 3. 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. 167. That is the same. Hey, there's the rain. I can see it now. It's a good thing rain doesn't make things slippery in this game. Hey there, Pa King. Welcome, welcome. The OSHA approved ladder jump. Classic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is my render distance? I think I have it at 384, but I have the Farseer mod on that lets you. It generates a very low poly, like approximation of the map farther out. I think it's gorgeous. Like, it really helps, like, make the world seem like it doesn't just end. You get some weird artifacting sometimes, like this guy here, and not all the landforms are particularly exact, but, like, it gives the impression, and that's kind of what counts. You heard cheese is great for the eyes, huh, Wobbly Boost? Alright, safety gear is definitely on. One, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, last one. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. It's full. 5. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So I think I'm gonna leave. I got plenty. I'll leave those ladders up. Let's go ahead and let's just rest, just so we can see what we're doing in the daylight. The daytime daylight, as opposed to the nighttime daylight. Oh, Dad joked by Poldrix Volta, but Nightbot is asleep. It's really coming down now. Holy cow. Oh, there it is. What did the judge say to the dentist? Do you swear to pull the tooth, the whole tooth, nothing but the tooth? The rain sounds so good you're gonna fall asleep. Yeah, we're really getting some downpour here. Also, yes, this is gonna look great. Oh my goodness. Something I'm going to do to get up there is I don't want the, and actually we can't have the the floor here be just 1 block thick, because we need to have farms. So in between these guys is where our gardens will be. I didn't count how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect, actually. So our gardens will be there. So the area between these needs to have a little bit extra, like, sandstone hanging down. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sort of fill in the middle a little bit with extra sandstone. And then we're going to sort of ring the top with the rest of it. And you'll see what I mean. We're basically making a basin to put all of our dirt in. OSHA approved safety jump right there. As always. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. What if I get struck by lightning while I'm up here? Oh man. I apologize in advance if I shriek. I will absolutely shriek if that happens. It will not be graceful. So this is where the farms will be, where they can get all that abundant desert rain. Hey there, Lad and Buck. Welcome. Good to see you back. Oop, nope, not that one. Shoot. OSHA approved safety scooch. Six blocks. 4, 5, and 6. So what I'll do here, very end, is we're going to do, how far out is this? Decently far. We're going to come out to, actually, let me think. Let's see. We'll come out one more here. And then we'll do a 2 length, 4 wide. And then a 2 length, 2 wide. Take a look. Oh yes. Oh, you better believe it. Might even come in later and like put a little bit more underneath that. We'll see. Now let's get this back to here. So this is like yeah. This is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's probably where our last farm will be. My goodness. And then our floor will actually be 1 block up here. So we're going to do a bit of this. Right through that. A little bit like so. Whoopsie. That's my bad. Farewell. I'm probably not going to rip those. But we'll see. It'd be nice. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to run this all the way back to here. So, but then our actual floor is going to be here. Okay, so, now let's see how it looks. Yeah, we'll need some more hang down underneath there. Maybe just one more layer. It's a start. It's a start, that's for sure. Let's go ahead. We're going to use up the rest of our current stock of sandstone. That's the OSHA dash, by the way. And then we'll have to take a break because we're out of sandstone and can't make any more yet. And looks like it's going to be right at about noon as I was thinking of doing a break, so... Or a break to go and make more stuff. So I went out one or two. I have no idea now. No. At least one. Lunch break. Mandated hour-long lunch break. I end the lightning rod. Looks great, I'm crazy. Well, thank you. And Latin Buck, you finally got bees. Very nice. Very, very nice. It was 122. Thanks, Voltix Volta. So something like this, then. There we go. A crown at the top of the tower, the cone would cover most of the temple. Maybe I should make it a dunce cap instead. Representing the absolute dunce I am for making a project this big. Oh, you mean the lightning rod wood? Oh, it doesn't. It actually has a maximum range, so it doesn't spread out forever diagonally. There actually is a maximum range on it, I learned. It's quite big, but it doesn't like. It wouldn't reach out to like there, for example. Did I draw this out? I did draw out some ideas, some big ideas. The biggest thing we did was this. We actually made a little partially scale model of it. That's really helping inform how I build this. But as far as this goes, no, I'm kind of going by feel for the most part. Before the Golden Gate Bridge, it was acceptable to have one worker death per $1 million spent. Now, with modern money, that would be like... You'd lose like several thousand people each time you built a bridge. Sounds like America to me. Okay. Let's then go ahead and we'll get this in. Also going to pre-flop these down so I don't accidentally place more than I intended to. Put a little boat here. Oop, there we go. Yeah, I'm thinking the very end of this will probably be, like I'll probably just cut off the gardens here. I'll just like dig a line across here, and we'll have just a little place to stand. Will it have small ponds up there? Yep. Yeah, we're gonna do the classic 3x3 little pieces. I should have enough for one more. I don't know if we have enough for two more of these. All right, the OSHA long jump. That's right. It's an Olympic sport now. Alright, so it was 1 and then 2, 2, as I recall. I'm going by feel here. I'm vibe building. You watched the trailer yesterday and you're excited for the music tracks? Yeah, I've actually included some of them in the update videos I've been working on. And I've got one that will come out tomorrow at I think 3 p.m. my time, which is the release candidate 5, or not, the preview 5, which of course I like scheduled it for publishing like half an hour before Tapering announced that the release candidate was out or coming out. So there's always that. There's always that risk. Yeah, I think we're not quite going to finish that one. I want to get the tip done. Just the tip. That way I don't forget the pattern. The Golden Gate Bridge cost $35 million. It was built, it would cost about $819 million today's money. So that means you'd lose about 1,000 workers on it. From what I hear, some people will die. Okay, so that's done. You know what? I might actually wait on the... really? Oh, right, you're the pre-chiseled stuff. Okay. I might go do the floor out here first. Just to get it in. And then I'll worry about, I'll use the rest for other stuff. And this is pre-chiseled. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just remind me to place the water against the side of the dirt block and not on top of these things. Or I'll be very sad Kurazar indeed. I'm pretty sure it would just cause a waterfall. Okay. Bit of this. Bish bash bosh, Bob's uncle. There we go. Also, High Lord Farquaad, I'm sure that is a price you're willing to pay. Yes, it is. It'd be really cool. Since we already have boatloads of fruit and vegetables coming from the trees, I mean olives, technically a fruit, whatever. We could just grow grain up here. Ooh, I have lots of this left. Maybe not enough to ring both of these, but we'll see. They won't have water in them, they're not chiseled enough. Okay, that's good to know. Chisel blocks be weird, yo. Sometimes. Actually, speaking of blocks doing weird things, while I was investigating potential worlds for a third guide season, came across some weird, like really light pale green blocks of peridotite, which I've learned from nice name is pronounced Airtight, but I have trouble pronouncing that, so peridotite it is. And I was like, why is this like it was like a weird pale sea green? Turns out it was a waterlogged block of stone that had frozen to ice. It was very strange. I'm like, that's not supposed to happen. It's tall, straight cypress trees in the garden. Probably like up here in the corners. I'd put them here. I don't want them far out because I don't want it to look like I have like spikes on this thing or anything. Yeah, probably like up toward the exit there. Ooh, okay. Oh baby. You bet. For sure. All right. Well, we are out of sandstone minus the 19 in our hands. We're out of baby chisels, so let's go make some baby chisels. Would it be possible to sharpen the points? Yeah, I want to make them a little more prominent. I'll probably do like 2 more blocks out, and then maybe I'm not sure I want it to come to a point, because that would just like wear away, like in the wind and the rain and stuff, because this is the rainiest desert you've ever seen. But I do want to make it a little pointier to kind of go along with all these different pointy shapes we have here. And maybe I'll bring it to like a 45-degree point. I don't know. Where am I going? Once again, got lost in my own home. Okay. Well, I guess you're the current junk bin. The junk bin moves. If you haven't noticed, it changes over time. I'll bring the rock with us. Start that process. Hand planer can stay, chisel can stay, hammers, whatever. Okay, let's go. Now that it is noontime, it is time for us to go and make us some more chisels, and we'll make however many lanterns we can. It's a big home, the outdoors, yeah. You're like an artist standing back and admiring the painting you're busy with. I mean, that kind of goes for any creative project. You would like seasonal safe foods, like friends are poisoned sumac when you're allowed to eat them at certain times. Poisoned sumac I don't think is ever safe. There's sumac and there's poison sumac. They're 2 different plants. I do know that. I live where there's a lot of both. Alright, some compost. Oh, speaking of compost, it sounds like the proper type of fertilizer for the berry bushes is going to be not compost, but bone meal. So that's encouraging, because compost is a lot more difficult to make and time consuming. Hey, I thought I opened all of you. There we go. Just don't have you in here. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. Oh. Someone's door open, or the wind blew it open. You're empty, so we go ahead and start this process. We got a good amount here. And I am keeping these 8 lead ingots for future use with some of the Jonas stuff here. So the night vision mask emitters and the lead plate, which will be used for the mask and the base return teleporter and the terminus teleporter. Yeah. These 8 ingots will make one of these, assuming I get the rest of the parts lined up, which is... We'll see how that goes. And I did grab... copper. Right, I got these guys to deal with too. Okay. Now, I don't need to make any regular chisels, because we have the true chisel, what it was called, the one true chisel. As I recall, it's going to be 96. And then, is it 48? Yes. Yep, okay. That was the minimum amount of lead needed for this, okay. Brown coal, black coal, brown coal. Boop. Compost is easy to make if you have lots of flax. You just make dough and let it rot. I mean, yeah, you can do that. The problem is that it takes 20 days, in-game days, which is like, that's a long time to wait. And it makes so little. If you're trying to make terra preta, even if you have a lot of high fertility soil to convert with it, it's just going to take you forever. Oh, by the way, so my thought here was, we should plant a lot of this up in the top of the temple. Maybe we'll even turn these farms into just flax farms, or maybe we'll just rotate them, I don't know. But having this super duper bright color up there on the temple, I think would be really fun. Can't see where I'm going. Oh, do we have 40% complete? Right, we're pushing steel along too. Let's go do that real quick. Grab a stack of coal, set a stack of coal. I love when it doesn't give me a stack. Your mash in the presses. Oh, speaking of feeding pigs with the mash, I didn't realize that you can hand feed pigs. You don't have to have troughs. That means that in the very early game, when you're in the Stone Age, you can do full-on animal husbandry with rabbits and pigs. You can't do chickens, unfortunately, which is kind of weird. Like, you think you could go out there and just throw some grain on the ground for them, but the chickens aren't... You don't eat them. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. There's a lot you can do in the Stone Age, and people don't realize it. I didn't realize it until recently. Alright, so we are here. Tools. We only have a couple steel ingots left. Wow. Burning through them. Oh, right, because I made the armor. That's why. Let's see. Steel. Axe, hoe, falx, knife, ingot, anvil, hammers. Unpause the game here while we do that. I'm kind of thinking that we go check the status of our other tools, because we have a pretty dead steel axe and a dead steel shovel. I think we have more shovels over at the other base. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Do you think bone meal's harder to make? I find bone meal easier to make. Let's see, do we have any axes here? We do. We have an axe, we've got a shovel. So we really just need the rough cut chisels. So we'll make 2 of them. I have a spare steel falx. Okay, so So we don't need anything but the rough cut chisels right now. That's fine. We'll just do those. Did I close this door? I did. Not that it matters for those. Well, San Masca, thanks for coming by. Sorry to see you go. I hope to see you again soon. Let's see. So we'll grab... Already have... I don't have any coal. Grab the one coal, which soon will no longer be a thing. Oops, no, get out of the bed. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I do find bones pretty easy to get. Personally, I think it's definitely easier than compost. It's probably more like, since you have to actually kill the animals or hunt them, you know, whether you're farming or hunting them, whatever. Like, it's more physical work, but the time it takes is overall generally less. Oh, we need tongs. So speaking of tongs, I find it a little odd that the metal tongs have durability in the next version. I'm probably going to make, like, just a bunch of wooden tong sets because they're super duper cheap. I don't really see a need for the metal tongs unless like you just can't even use wood tongs with certain metals because they have to get too hot for wooden tongs to work. Tyrone, don't take that as a suggestion, please. The mannequin holding your armor just moved. That happens. So the armor stands are entities, meaning they're basically mobile, like the players or animals are. And so they'll do that. Whenever I pop in over here at the base, if I look down at the armor stands quickly enough, they also all wobble. And this is the easiest recipe to hammer out here. I think the Melbit of Chalcos should be finishing up right as we get there. Our plan is we'll pour it, then we'll sleep. In the morning we'll have cooled ingots, and we should be able to start the next batch. And while that's going, we will hammer out those ingots into plates. And then we'll make our lanterns from there. There we go. You can see them adding durability to the wooden tongs, but the metal ones wouldn't have any. Well, sadly, they gave the metal tongs durability as well. It might be a case of, like, I'll use wooden tongs till we get steel, then I'll use one steel ingot to make a set of steel tongs, and then just forget about it forever. That's probably the smart play. Ow, my ankles. Oh, it's medium. Yikes. Alright, let's pour this stuff. Should be ready by now. Oh, wow. It's not ready. Okay. Neat. Love that. Oh, time for some court-mandated chores. Let's check these chickens. They might need some feed. Pretty sure it's something decent. Yeah, you need broody hens, huh? Alright. Get you some food. Although the food... Did I leave any food here? Any of their grain? Sure I did. I did not. Rather unwisely. Well, let's run back real quick. How would metal tongs weaken over time or lose function? Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that just doesn't make sense to me. Which is, again, why I would just use wooden tongs till I get steel and then just make one set of steel tongs. That would probably settle everything forever. What I don't know, so it says that the tongs lose durability based on like the actions you take with them. So my concern is, does that mean every time I hammer, both the hammer and tongs lose durability? Where'd I put the dang stuff? Here it is. You know what? Let's bring along, like, several. You know, we'll do this. I'll bring it in my inventory. Put one back. I'll just break you. Oops. There we go. Did I get it all? I did. You can see the figure tongs to crap. Yeah, it's one of those. It's just goofy. I hope that the tong breakage is the durability use is based on how many times you like pick up an item in your tongs, and not so much time or anything. Because like you could hold something hot and steel tongs for like literally forever, and they wouldn't care. So like if it's like the hinge getting damaged from use, because like I mean tools do break in real life. Even ones that you wouldn't expect them to, you're like, how did that break? Well, eventually, just things do stress out and wear out. But like, this is a video game, Tyrone. Please remember that. Alright, I will leave one vessel here. Put the grain in it. It's good for a couple years, that's fine. Alright, and we should be not ready. Okay. See how it is. I was hoping to sleep sometime tonight, but I guess not. Hey, yeah, cool. How you doing over here, buddy? Yeah, we figured out why you wouldn't run. I feel like it's kind of a bug, but, whatever. Hey, Loon, what you got? You gonna buy a steel ingot for 3 gears? Tell you what, double it and then we'll talk. I didn't say I'll make deals, we'll talk. Oh, jeez! You turd. Oh, you jerk. Try not to smack the traders while I'm here. Alright. That was uncalled for. I was busy negotiating with Loon. Wait, did you sick him on me? Did you sick that guy on me? Were you mad that I said your deal on steel ingots was bad? Steel ingots, at least 16 gears. Here. Yeah, sometimes the trader prices are just ridiculous. I'm like, you're just stiffing me, buddy. A little bit of a ASMR here. Okay, 2 steel ingots for 3 gears? Yeah. Get lost, pal. Get lost. So something I do wonder about. With the changes in the forge, and how temperature and your various fuel types work, are they going to change how coal works in a fire too? Like, are we going to have to use charcoal to smelt stuff? Because I would think that, you know, in a forge, if you have to use a bellows to get your brown coal to a reasonable temperature, well, I don't have a bellows in this fire. Is it going to work differently? Also, Tyrone, don't take that as an idea or suggestion. Make it 3 steel ingots for 4 gears and you have a deal. Oh, I'll give you 3 steel ingots. To the face. Service mined 3,000 pieces of brown coal, just in time for it to be almost useless in the forge. Yeah, I mean, it won't be useless. Like, you can still use it for anything that's not steel. I mean, and you could still use it for steel. You just gotta pump the bellows then. It's not that onerous. Ah, darn it. Snatched it a second too late. Snatched it from the jaws of defeat. What is... that's the water glinting off of something. Who even knows? Alright. Let's pour us some wonderful, tasty ingots. Hazard's favorite ingots. And we'll look through my arm while we do it. Got an X-ray arm. We could make more counterfeit gears from the ingot than selling it. Yeah, pretty much. Too bad you can't make cool blocks out of coal. I mean, you can stack coal, so if you're making like a very flammable floor, you could make a very dark floor that if you ever accidentally drop a torch on, your house just incinerates instantly. But you can't like turn it into a block or anything. Your favorite ingots are steel and brass. Ugh. The brass in this game is just so ugly, though. It's so dull. Like, and I get like, oh, it would be tarnished, or it would be partially oxidized. Like, well, yes, but why isn't the tin bronze also turning green? Can you chisel coal? I don't think so. I'm not gonna try though. I like my coal too much. It's too clean. Oh yeah, you're right, Wade Parker. Maybe coking the coal would make sense now. Yeah. Let's have some breakfast. There we go. Swap that around. Oh, interesting. I used to like skip time. As in the fire would like catch up to time. Guess it decided not to this morning. Alright, so we got enough for 10 more lanterns. Let's go ahead. We're going to start up our next batch. Oh, you know what? Don't have much wind. Let's see what the wind situation is like. If it's really crappy, we'll just... Oh, really? I heard him. Where is he? There he is. Ugh. Creepy sounds. Temporal gear. Nope. It's fresh breeze. That's probably not going to be great. I'm going to say we're not going to make him plates today. Alright, well, that was fun. We'll just set these down here. And we'll prep the crucible with the next batch. We won't fire it. What I think I will do though is let's take the dirt up in a bucket and we'll fill in those new farms. We really need to see. So we're going to prep the crucible, like I said. $88. Oh. 2U and then down to 96. Then a little bit of copper. 48. You know what would be neat, Tyrone, is if the tooltip would stay out of the way of the number. That'd be great. I'll tell you that one for free. Need a... Oh, no, don't start. No, my goodness, you're still hot. Good grief. Okay, never mind. Well, we're just going to put these back then. Bye. Oh, and also... these plates here. Or gold leaf, I guess it is. Yeah, before it's just a bulk plate mod. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you can't pour a plate. It's not a particularly... What's the rain on the roof? I never get to hear that. It's not a particularly complex shape, so I would think you could pour a square. No, get out of bed. You could pour a square. Alright, nothing crazy in there. So I guess our plan here is... Oh, darn it. Is go put your ore away, Curzar. Why not start the ingots? Because it's going to take a while. And we're going to go back up to the top of the tower. You come with me. And tongs, yes. There we go. So you work in a foundry pixel pair, interesting. It's really hard to find people who do leaded bronze these days for good reason. Is Chacos considered a bronze, since it is a copper alloy? Or does bronze specifically mean it has to... Oh no, because there's black bronze. Is black bronze even real? I looked up black bronze, like the gold, silver, copper combo. I could not find it anywhere on the internet. It was like there were a few articles about a black bronze, but it didn't mention anything about gold and silver. Is that a real is Corinthian bronze? Oh, is that what it's called? Is that why I didn't really find any? I need to call it Corinthian bronze. I still have lead with me. Oh my goodness. I should try using my eyeballs more. Up you go. Isn't that highly poisonous? Yes, yes it is. And we are surrounded by lead. Okay, so we need some sandstone. We're also gonna reload some of this. But I did want to grab... I wanted to figure out specifically where I put my dirt. Do I have Terra Preta back at the other base? There we go. Limestone, sandstone, sand. It's gonna be a no thanks. Let's go... Yeah, we'll go check this out. So we used to have our farm here for the flowers. I think that was Terra Preta. Did I put it back in here somewhere? The answer is I have no clue. Sandstone, sandstone, gravel, sandstone. I think we might have to run back to the other base again. Which means we can dump our lead bits there again. We're gonna find our dirt. Alright. Lead. Get out of my inventory. Once and for all. Thank you. Alright, let's find our dirt. So... Ah, it's right here. Okay. Ooh, 50. Not a lot. We have a lot of high fertility soil. Let's just use this. It's fine. Let's see. So this is enough for 8 full farms. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see how far this goes. I don't think we have any more bone meal sitting around. I could check the Pan-Era's boxes. I don't think we ran any recently because we didn't really have any bones. But I could be wrong. I've got a jar of dirt. The fun part is lead boils before copper melts. Oh, that'd be interesting. You need to melt the copper at a barrier flux, then add the tin or lead. Oh, that's wild. That must make making military tacos very interesting indeed. We have a little bit of bone meal. Looks like it's not a ton. Just throw these bones up there all I can. There we go. So we got a little more than a stack. I don't think we have any charcoal or anything to actually like finish the job. Wait, no, we do. We have a little bit left over somewhere, I think. It's what? Bone meal, charcoal, compost, and the high fertility soil. Got the compost. It's all powdered charcoal. Didn't we have like another? Here we go. Crushed coal. Never mind. I thought we had the powdered charcoal too. Oh, we got the bees I gotta do too. Oh my goodness, so many things. Peat brick, nothing in there. Okay, well I guess we're done. I guess we're just gonna be not making any more Terra Preta today. That's fine. Totally fine. I tell myself at night. Okay, off we go. We'll see what kind of seeds we have at the other place since we moved them all. Did we move them all? Yes, we did. Okay. I think we might have to like come back here and like harvest this this stuff. Or we could plant our flax there first. Call it a day. Molita Chakras is not considered a bronze or a brass. Okay, interesting. Alright, so we need our water bucket, we need our seeds, and we'll see if we have enough dirt. I'll also grab some more sandstone before we go up, just to have some flooring to play with. What do you guys think about floors? Floors are pretty nice, right? Every house I've been in, having a floor is pretty rad. Oh, hammer. Few of these going. I'm gonna hydrate while I do this. Hydration achieved. I'll get a couple stacks. Maybe we'll just finish up this whole slab. We got room for it. Blip, 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 blip. Do you think that if destroy players would be teleport or isekai in the wild world? Would they have the necessary abilities to survive? Depends. Are we naked and afraid, or do we have some starting... I mean, it depends. You know, is the wild world, you know, Death Valley? Or is it like the Appalachians? Or somewhere between. It really depends on like where we end up being. Some places just aren't conducive to life, period. But I can still hear the rain just slightly in here. It sounds weird because it sounds like it's supposed to be like a... Oh, because it's on glass. That's why I can hear it. Okay. Like, it sounds like it's on glass. Oh, because it is. I can tell you, though, that I probably wouldn't survive. In my Instagram and my TikToks. Which I don't actually use. Actually, I'm going to leave the little guy here. Oh, right, seeds. I want to get seeds first, didn't I? Let's go grab some seeds. Ah, right, over here. Crop seeds. Looks like we don't have a ton or any. Oh, we have 3 extra amaranth. Okay, so we'll start with some flax, because I think we're gonna want some more windmills. We got 4 we can move over from the Pan era, but I think in the long run we're gonna need some more flax. No, I can't carry 40 tons of bags at a time. Yeah, that'd be the other thing. Like, it'd be more like playing the forest rather than like vintage story. Vintage story skills are one thing. It's more the forest. Like, oh, I can spend a while chopping down a single tree and get a log from it. If I want to break the log down, I got to spend the time and the energy doing that too. Okay, so where is? There you are. The way up. Oh, I didn't get the bucket. Ah, whatever. We'll get it in a minute. Let's empty our inventory a little bit first. Okay, so... Okay. Like I said, I wanted to... Wait, make this just... blocked off like that. And I think the first 3 or so here are not going to be farm. Let's see. So, 1, 2, 3. It's not what I meant. Also get our lantern out so we can see a little better. 3, 2, 3. And... oh, wow. That's perfect. Each one of these is exactly 1 stack of dirt. Oh, that's nice. Feels good, man. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's too funny. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start lowering some of this in. As we move around, as we have some, you know, some space to walk without dying. Always nice to have. Even just finding fallen logs and cutting with a chainsaw takes time. Yeah, I can't imagine like doing work with an axe. Like, that would just take so long. And I'm not. Okay, I'm pretty noodly. I'm a little noodle. I would get tired. I was trying to chop up some like roots with an axe, just like soften up a little bit before I could like rip them out. And I had to spend days. I had like rest between like days worth of work because my arm got sore and tired. I was like, this is ridiculous. Using a pickaxe is tiring too? No way. No way that a heavy iron head on a wooden shaft would be, you know, hard to use and tiring. No. Say it ain't so. Not to mention, where would we get the iron pickaxe? We'd have to work our way through the Iron Age basically to get to it. Unless it was like a post-apocalyptic where we can like find some steel and, you know, bend it into a rough pickaxe shape and work our way from there. I don't know. Asking the hard questions, apparently. No, goodbye. Oh, we can get a hoe? Oh my goodness. I came woefully underprepared here. That's done. Okay. Let's go back. We're going to take out this guy. Let's go back and we'll grab the water bucket from down here. And we're going to grab the hose from the other base. We can put this extra dirt back, I guess. This way. Alright, water bucket. Don't forget this time. And we needed to get a hose from the other base. Hopefully they have enough durability on them. We need a total of 256 durability. Probably doable. If not, I'll grab a few flint, but just make a few spares. Alright, so dirt down first. Dirt. There you are. The hose are over here. What do we got here? We got 280, and we got less than 280. We'll start with you. Just hauling firewood is difficult too. Yeah. It's crazy the amount of automation of things that we're so used to that we don't even think about. Like just, you know, making food, getting the food. I just go to my fridge. When the fridge is empty, I go to the store. To go to the store, I sit on my butt all day and get paid to do it. I got the bucket. We're good. Thanks, Dorchep. You had me covered. You had my back. What's this stupid thing? It's so hard to see, even with a lantern. When there's like super duper fog and night, it's like you can't see anything. Alright, let's do the bucket work first. I'm just glad that there isn't like evaporation in the game. I'd be so mad if there was. Hey there, Cat and Soup. Oh wow, I'm free at Curry's streaming time. My new work schedule rocks. Hey, nice. Yeah, we're gonna be a little short on the seeds. We have a few fewer seeds than we have plots of land here. Kind of surprised. I thought we had a lot more seeds, but whatever. No biggie. One more harvest and we should get enough seeds. On average, we'll get 6.4 seeds per stack that we plant. Also, the idea of using a hoe with one hand while I hold a lantern in another is just a little ridiculous. I sure am giving Tyron a lot of suggestions today. No, I'm not. Alright, wait to eat. All this midnight hoeing business is tough work. Because I too stay awake for 7 days at a time, where I do all my farming, just like real life. You were a lumberjack before you were anything else, Smiley? Have you met some farmers? I actually don't know anybody who's a farmer. Aside from, like, home gardening, which does not count. I would say, like, as far as farming goes, I would consider myself as knowing a farmer if I knew someone who, like, did it as a profession, not just like backyard gardening or that kind of thing. Now, my family friends were generally like electricians and contractors and plumbers, a few accountants, a few lawyers. A couple of politicians, actually. At least some family friends who are they're local politicians, or they have been. They were also lawyers. Double dipping. Voltex Volta has an uncle who's a farmer. He's pretty lean. Yes, but can he hoe? Let's see, 256 square meters of farmland in an hour and a half while holding the hoe in one hand and a lantern in the other? Actually, he can't. Shows who's the better farmer. That's right. Ah, I have more. Thought I was done. Okay. That many square meters in 2 hours, not an hour and a half. You're a farmer service? Very cool. What do you farm? If you see aura, it doesn't count. I know someone has a dairy farm. Does that count? Do they tend to fields, or is it just like a dairy farm / ranch? I mean, I guess it counts. So you can. I don't know. Does it count? Is a dairy farmer like a dairy farmer, or is it a dairy rancher? I don't know. Why do it by hand when there are tillers? Exactly. Modern farmer wouldn't stoop to this kind of work. Ranching counts? Alright, then yeah, I know a farmer now. I mean, you delete your whole paragraph about farming aura. Gotta have been one. I could smell it. I could smell it from a mile away. Interesting. It's easier to, like, click individually when planting and holding it down. Alright, next. Next. More power. There's a good bit of farming for dairy farmers to raise. Oh, yeah. So you would farm to feed your livestock. Okay, that makes sense. No. Okay, so as far as what to do here, for now we're just going to put some sandstone down. I think at some point we'll probably dig out like one of these. Once I figure out where the wall's going to go, we'll figure out where that is, and we'll put in something to hold some decorative trees, like the Mediterranean cypress. We could maybe do some fruit trees here, but I don't really think we need to. They might look okay, but like I don't need fruit trees here anymore. We got plenty of them. World's biggest vintage story orchard in this one. It's so weird. It feels like I had a lot more sandstone than I do. So this level, yeah. This level is notably smaller than that one. So I think, let's go with the glass again. I think that's the answer here. Where did I put the glass? Were you in here? Yes, you were. Sweet. I am going to go and recover some of the glass from here. I don't know. Well, let's see. 6 by 6 minus 4 is 32. So, yeah, we have enough glass. Never mind. We're good. Did I not say I want to use terrapin up there? I do want to. We don't have enough of it, though. So, for now, this will do. Might have to, like, do a chores session where we just make a ton of charcoal and kill every monster or every animal we can come across. So, let's see. Got a couple blocks here. If I can reach this thing here. Go. Oop. Now! There we go. Back down we go. Don't want to lose these. These are kind of pricey. A good spot for redwoods. Alright, so what's going on here? One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and right here. There we go. And fill in the rest with the good stuff. That's right, this is the good stuff, apparently. Yeah, well, I think we'll definitely do some floor carving here at some point. I want to brush this in first. It'll feel really good to have this whole tower roughed in, you know? I think once we start really, like, especially once we get the last arm done, and we're down to like the detail work, that's when I'll feel like we're in the home stretch of this series. Our grand detail work could take a while, but I think we're getting to that point. It'd be nice to really pull this all together. Uh-oh, last one. Do we have enough? Let's find out. Look at that. You can use the central ladder to get up and down now. That's fine. So we'll just do that. You can come down. I thought you could come down. Oh, there's dirt up here, isn't there? No, you're stuck to the ceiling. Okay. Nope, I knew that. All right. Gorgeous. Now, this one right here, I believe, is where the stairs come up. We only have 8 minutes left, though, so we're going to do a real rough cut of nothing, because I don't have my chisel with me. Alright, that's fine. Totally fine. It's almost morning. We'll be able to get a good view of this in the morning. Let's go drop our last sandstone blob, our last sandstone giant slab. Knock our blocks off of it, and see what we can get. Hey there, Phil Boswell, what'd you miss? You brought scones. Am I right that your clock's changed and that we're near done with the stream? Yes, so you have about 7 minutes of stream left, sadly. Yeah, we do the silly daylight savings time thing. Alright. Last sandstone quarry slab. Yikes. I didn't get the rough cut chisel out, did I? You missed a lot of tower building. You're going to be pleasantly surprised, I hope, at how much tower building we got done today. It let me use it without a hammer in my hand. That's too funny. Just once, though. Then it was like, Naughty Curasar. Don't you dare. So let me know, guys. So today I turned off my my noise gate on my microphone. So let me know how I sounded. If I sounded any better, like especially if I pause for a while and then I say something, especially if it starts with an S. Let me know how I sounded today. If there was a lot of background noise. OBS didn't seem to show much, but like. It is picking up, like, if I swallow and stuff now, which can be kind of annoying to hear. So, let me know. The annoying thing is, like, I really can't adjust my noise gate any lower or any more sensitive. Like, it's just the way they work. Everything was okay? Okay, great. No big noises? Okay, good. Good to hear. Or not hear, I should say. Alright, we can fill you up. So nice having food we can carry with us now. My goodness. Alright, let's put you away. Get the lantern back out. And let's just go up there real quick. Got a few minutes left on the clock. As it gets lighter in the world, hopefully. Man, we doubled the height of the build in basically one day. It's like, feels good, man. That comes up there. So this would be the last paper. Hum, hum, hum. What was that? It was there. So you would go here. Right at these corners, basically. Okay. I think I can manage that. Yes. To give us enough room for these balls. Ooh. Yeah, it's getting small in here. Oops. Ah, here we go. Third one, I suppose. Here we go, and last one. Wow, yeah. It's 12.8 degrees here. The flax is happy. That's the important thing. Middle of winter and the flax is growing. Perfect. Alright, so something else I'm going to do at the next floor, I think, is probably bring this buttress in a block and nobody will notice. Right? No one notice? Nobody? Good. So let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I forgot this part. Oops. Rip. That really hurt. Am I going to do ultra steep ladders like below? Ultra steep ladders? They're all steep. The maximum steep. Do you mean the am I gonna chisel them like below? If so, then the answer is yes. I could have gone for ladder instead. Oh, I could have, couldn't I? I'm not sure I could have made that because drop off in Vintage Story is pretty hefty. Do this first. Ooh, okay, wow. Well, guys, I am seeing 1 o'clock on my clock. It's time for us to, sadly, say goodbye for the week. Or at least the weekend. But folks, that is going to do it for today. Let's do a little quick bird's eye view of this. That is wild. Let's go in creative too. Let's just do that. GMHM2. There we go. Let's take a quick look around. It is raining, sadly. There you go. Get out of the rain a little bit. That's coming together. That is coming together. I am going to want a little bit of extra, like, basin underneath that pedal to make it look thicker and rounder. But aside from that, I'm very happy with it. I might reuse the purple heart and bald cypress fences up here to give it some flair. Get some bright colors here. But yeah, that is our progress. We made a lot of progress today. That is pretty cool to see. My goodness. But folks, that's going to do it for today. Hope you all had a great time. I sure did. And look forward to Wednesday. We're going to have to do some serious mining or quarrying, and also try to push along the lanterns project, assuming we actually have any wind over at the other base. But as always, my name has been Corazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.